I just found out my ex died from childbirth complications and that we have a baby son together. I missed his birth and his first 2 months because nobody told me he existed. Kara and I dated for almost 2 years. We broke up because she got a job offer in another state and I couldn't go with her. No fighting, no cheating, no drama. We just couldn't make it work with the distance. She moved in April. By May, we stopped texting. By June, it was like we'd never happened. That was it, or so I thought. 9 months later, I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was Kara's older sister, Dawn. She told me two things. First, that Kara had a baby boy 6 weeks ago. Second, that Kara died from complications 11 days after giving birth. She said it fast, like she was reading off a list, like she'd rehearsed it so she wouldn't have to feel it twice. I didn't say anything for a long time. Dawn kept talking. She said Kara found out she was pregnant about a month after moving. She thought about calling me. Her family talked her out of it. Her mom told her I'd be a distraction. Her stepdad said if I really cared, I would have followed her. Dawn admitted she agreed with them at the time. They all decided together that Kara could handle it on her own and that I didn't need to know. So Kara went through the entire pregnancy without telling me. Every appointment, every ultrasound, every scare, every kick. She did all of that alone because the people around her convinced her I wasn't worth the phone call. I found out later she almost called me twice. Once at 5 months when she found out it was a boy. Once at 8 months when she got scared about a test result. Both times her mom told her to put the phone down. Both times she listened. Then the baby came. A boy. She named him Eli. The birth went fine at first. Then something went wrong. Bleeding that wouldn't stop. They took her back into surgery. She seemed okay for a few days. Then an infection set in. 11 days after having Eli, Kara died in a hospital bed with her mom holding one hand and her newborn son in a bassinet 2 feet away. And I was at home, 3 states over, watching TV, not knowing any of it. Dawn called me because Kara's mom had a stroke 2 weeks after the funeral. The stepdad was gone, left the day after the burial. Dawn had her own 2 kids and couldn't take on a newborn. Foster care was the next step. She said, I know we should have told you. I'm calling now because he's your son and he's about to end up in the system. I drove 9 hours straight. Didn't pack right. Didn't think it through. I just drove. When I got to Dawn's apartment, she opened the door holding a baby in a blue blanket. He was so small. He had Kara's nose and my ears. I know that sounds stupid, but it was the first thing I noticed. Dawn handed him to me and I held my son for the first time. 2 months after he was born. 3 weeks after his mother died. Standing in a hallway that smelled like formula and laundry soap. She gave me a folder. Birth certificate, hospital records, a list of what he eats, when he sleeps, what makes him cry. She also gave me an envelope. Inside was a letter Kara had written during her last few days in the hospital. She knew something was wrong. She wrote it just in case. It said, if you're reading this, I'm sorry I didn't call you. They told me it was better this way. I believed them. I was wrong. His name is Eli. He's perfect. He looks like you when he's confused. Please don't let him grow up thinking nobody wanted him. I did. I wanted him so much. I sat on Dawn's couch and read that letter 4 times while my son slept on my chest. I didn't cry. I just sat there and tried to understand how an entire pregnancy and birth and death happened without anyone thinking I deserved to know. The first week was the hardest thing I've ever done. I didn't know how to make a bottle without getting air bubbles in it. I didn't know what a swaddle was. I didn't know babies needed to be burped or that they could choke on spit up in their sleep. I called Dawn 11 times in 3 days. I called my mom, who drove down and stayed for 2 weeks. I read articles at 3 a.m. with one hand while holding Eli with the other. I made every mistake you can make. Wrong temperature on the bottle. Put the diaper on backwards twice. Forgot to support his neck once. And my mom looked at me like I'd committed a crime, but I showed up. Every single time he cried, I showed up. That was more than anyone gave me the chance to do for 9 months. I'm writing this 4 months in. Eli is 6 months old now. He laughs when I make a stupid face. He grabs my finger when he's falling asleep. He's healthy, he's growing, and he has no idea what it cost to get here. They decided I didn't matter. Enough to know, but I'm the one who showed up.